My ordained name is Hasa Panya. So Hasa means joyous, Panya means wisdom. So my name is Joyous Wisdom. I learned a lot, and I never thought that being a nun, I have to learn lots of things. You know, how to use chainsaw, and with the water system, and how to fix the drain, and digging trenches and things like that. Because when you live in the forest, so we have to learn a lot of skills to be able to live in the forest. But I find that it's really good, like lots of experience, lots of things that we thought that only man can do it, and actually we can do it too. You know, lots of time we always think that we can't. So when we think that we can't, we can't. So, but because of we are living in the forest, and because we are the nun communities, so we have to be independent, and then we have to learn to do things ourselves.
My ordained name is Venerable Niroda, and here in Australia we use Venerable for a fully ordained nun, a bhikkhuni. I arrived in January 2001, so I'm here now over 10 years. We are trying our best. We are trying to establish something quite unique for women to be able to lead or experience monastic life, because in many traditions, in many spiritual endeavors, women are very often disadvantaged.
Now, I've got a really nice monastery, so I don't need anything more. Just where I live is very peaceful and wonderful, got lots of support. So you say, why don't you just rest? But no, you can't rest when there's something missing, when there's some portion of our community which are not being treated fairly. And of course, in spirituality, that's women, half the population. What about the rest of humanity, the other half, the females? Why can't they have exactly the same? The wonderful thing is that in original Buddhism, there was that equity there. There was the same possibilities for women and men, and somehow we lost that. In our modern world, it's something which doesn't feel right about that.
A lot of the nuns here, they're being highly educated, and they have a successful career, and they come in. Having the monastery here, because we're independent, so we are not dependent on the monks. And by having a nuns monastery, actually it gives a lot of confidence to a lot of women. We have some women come here, and they can see that yes, you know, actually women can do it. We are not second class. We are as intelligent as a man, but only thing that we have to be given the opportunities. We need to be given the opportunities to be independent.
So this is a very unique undertaking here, and as you know, as you have seen, the land is it's a very large, unique block of land, an area of very unique Australian wildlife here. We are a wildlife sanctuary in that sense, but we also a sanctuary for women seeking ordination, for women seeking a spiritual life.
This is the only training monastery, training nuns in this tradition, especially for nuns. Actually, this is the only one.
We are just trying to rise to the occasion. So it's not that we certainly, I feel, we're not fostering any ambitions. We don't try to be the best and the biggest, but as it happens, out of our karmic potential, that many good things have come together.
They were driving me to see this small piece of land, up in the back of Gijigana, 30 acres. But as we passed this big sign, 600 acres of paradise. And of course I said, let's have a look at it. They said, no, we can't afford that. And unfortunately, I'm not just a spiritual director of the Buddhist Society of Western Australia, I'm also known as a spiritual dictator. So I told them, get inside there, I want to have a look at this place. And of course it was beautiful. That's our present Dhammasara. So I said, let's give it a try. So it was going to be auctioned. And of course, we don't know how much it was going to be. And this gentleman over here, Eddie Fernando, he was a person who was bidding for us. And when we actually saw how much money we had in the kitty, borrowing a bit from there, another loan, interest-free loan from somebody else. Borrowing, when we got everything together, the maximum we could possibly afford, the maximum, and that was really stretching it, was 600,000. We knew that was going to be very difficult. So I got there early with a few monks. And my goodness, did I do some heavy chanting. Really heavy stuff. And then when they did the bidding, the auction, it was really exciting. And they started bidding. And it went up to, I think, Eddie, he put his hand up for 600,000. I'll give it. And I was using all the powers of my mind to try and keep people's mouths shut. And then someone put their hand up and said, 625. Oh, we'd lost it. No, we're over the top, we can't afford that. And this man, Eddie, put his hand up and said 650. And our treasurer, he was going apoplectic, he went red, steam was coming out of his ears. He can't do that. And of course he did, it was too late. So it was bought for 650. Because Eddie Fernando over here did not follow instructions. Thank you, Eddie.
This is where it all started, about I think 12 years ago, when Ajahn Vahama was residing here all by herself. Mm-hmm. So she was staying in the caravan over there. Mm-hmm. And this is a shed where the lay people come and offer food every day. Mm-hmm. And she will give a Dhamma talk every day to whoever comes. Sometimes it's just a single person come here, she'll still give a talk.
There are many aspects of this uniqueness of the place. First of all, we are a part of Australia where Buddhism is very esteemed and where Buddhism is very well respected. And we have, as you can see, multicultural people coming here. And it's very, from my own experience, very unique that we all live together in great harmony, actually practicing kindness.
The community here, especially the lay supporters, and they're really very supportive, and they're really, it couldn't be better. They're really supportive of the nuns here. Because we have, as you can see, people from all backgrounds, from all nations, from many nations come here. We're able to talk to them. We're able to talk to them from our own background, but also by getting to know everyone better, by getting to know ourselves better. Because when I just came here, I couldn't understand, because different culture, different background, and sometimes I at the beginning, I just couldn't get my head around, But after a while, I tend to open up myself, and actually it's helped me to become more compassionate and becomes a kinder person. We are taking care, we're taking care of the land, we're taking care also in a way of future generations. But by the same token, we only can do what is possible. Actually, contentment is the greatest wealth. Why? Everybody wants to be happy. And this kind of happiness, this is the happiness of peace, happiness of calm. If the female Sangha is well established, I feel they have an important role to play for society and also for the Sangha at large. I cannot explain in words, but the ordination for me has made a very big difference. And I will always honor that. And I know it will always honor and respect and with gratitude to all the people, monks and nuns, who have been involved in making this possible. And therefore it's very important that we have a so-called international monastery here, where people from many backgrounds, people from many nations can come and practice together. Once you start on the spiritual path, East and West in the end falls away. And as Venerable Hasapanna mentioned, we all have to then open up to other people's doing, how they are, how they function, but underneath of it all, we will experience in our own heart, in our own minds,
the same humanness. Certainly, we are very grateful to our donors, and we hope that they also can come and visit us and enjoy and see through their generosity what has been made possible for the benefit of so many people.
So the nun monastery here, maybe your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-great-granddaughter, they might not want to become a nun, but if they want to become a nun, there is a nun monastery here in Western Australia. So that is benefit many more future generations to come. So this is our future. Dhammasara future is our future. So the prosperity of the Dhammasara Nuns Monastery depends on all of us.